this is Kai Pacha with the weekly Pele report for October 25th, 2017. Oh yeah, and that heavy moon is in Capricorn, ladies and gentlemen. If you're feeling heavy. And on tomorrow, Thursday, okay, she conjuncts Pluto and then goes on to square Uranus. Okay, so it's, these are dark, heavy times with the sun in the darkest sign of Scorpio coming up to conjunct with Jupiter tomorrow, Thursday, the 26th. So we have Sun conjunct Jupiter. Mercury is also moving through Scorpio and coming closer and closer and closer to what? Squaring the moon's nodes. That is exact on Sunday. Scorpio Mercury square the moon's nodes. I'm going to be talking a little bit about that. And if that's not heavy enough, let's go on to Friday, where Venus squares Pluto, the ruler of Scorpio. Oh my God, and we have what? The first quarter moon. The moon is over there in Aquarius by Friday, okay, and comes into a first quarter squaring the sun in Scorpio. 4 degrees, 41 minutes is our square moon. And Saturday, things lighten up a little bit. The moon comes into a trine, with Venus. That's nice. Again, Sunday, we got the Mercury square, and the moon goes into Pisces. So that's pretty nice. She's going to trine Jupiter, okay, on Monday, come into a trine with the sun and occult Neptune. Yeah, it's going to be, quite the time. I think we're right around Halloween, these days going around. On Tuesday, then she comes around and conjuncts with Chiron, squares Saturn. And by then, it's time for another Pele report. So anyway, before I get into it, I do want to say that, tomorrow with the sun conjunct Jupiter, myself and members from the New Paradigm Astrology Dream Team will be donning costumes and discussing Jupiter moving into Scorpio. Okay, Saturn moving from Sag into Capricorn will be there to talk to us. Chiron moving from Pisces into Aries will be there to talk to us. Uranus next year moving from Aries into Taurus will be there to talk to us. It's going to be very, very interesting. So that will be available, to the New Paradigm Astrology community. Those of you who are like super into this kind of stuff should get into that community because we are having a blast. We're doing all kinds of things. Oh, the big thing I wanted to mention here, overlaying all of this, we are coming up to Saturn square Chiron. I just finished an hour-long video yesterday for the community once again, going and taking that Saturn square Chiron through the 12 houses of the zodiac as part 2 of the great Saturn Chiron square of 2017. The first one was last December of 2016. So, hello. This is a culmination of, stuff. I'm going to talk about it more in the Pele report, but this is a real culmination of stuff that, has been coming up all through the year. And, the third and final square of that Saturn to Chiron is exact on November 2nd. So let me look at the camera and just, check out, see what this is all about. Yeah? Okay. Okay. I'm preparing for my role as Jupiter in Scorpio tomorrow. I don't know if you saw my Facebook page, but oh my God. I got a great mask down in Cusco when I was down there in Peru a couple weeks ago, that it's black, and oh, anyway. Jupiter in Scorpio, and now the sun coming up tomorrow. I mean, today, tomorrow, the next day, it's at least 3 days. Sun conjunct Jupiter in Scorpio. I mean, if Jupiter in Scorpio is not enough, you put the sun there, and it just explodes it up. And what is it like? You know, I mean, I want to liken it a little bit to like waterboarding. You know, where, you know, they take the prisoner and they go, you know, and stick your head in the toilet, you know, you know, now are you going to tell the truth? You know, now are you going to confess? It's like, oh my God, Jupiter is big. Scorpio's forces beyond our control. Okay, it's just like, oh my God, this is like deep water. Okay, this is the well. We're deep sea diving down to the bottom of the freaking ocean. Oh my God, I mean, this is just like, and I mean, this is, you have to put it in a greater context. I mean, Jupiter is like whipping around compared to Chiron. Right? You know, Chiron goes around every 51 years. Saturn goes around every 28 years. I mean, these are big guys. Okay, so Saturn square Chiron is like looming over the top, okay, of this Sun Jupiter moving through Scorpio. This is a little more like, I don't want to say icing on the cake. Maybe Jupiter in Scorpio is the filling. And the sun coming through is the icing. Okay, but you know, the cake, okay, you know, is like, we want to look at the whole context of what is going on here, and it includes Black Moon Lilith, conjunct Saturn, conjunct the galactic center, okay, you know, on the last few degrees of Sagittarius, after a year. Okay, I mean, Black Moon Lilith went into Sag in February, Saturn went in there a couple years ago, and it's like, truth, honesty, the expansion of consciousness to embrace new foreign elements, wider realities, philosophies, beliefs. Okay, this is about, yes, really stepping outside. And then we want to look at Scorpio. What is Scorpio? I've said it 1,000 times. The water houses and signs have to do with endings. Endings. The fire signs are new beginnings. Aries to Cancer, the unconscious, impulsive, instinctive, innocent, you know, boisterous, new impulse. Evolutionary intention, whatever you want to call it. Dies in Cancer. What's born out of Cancer is Leo, the individual, Superman, Wonder Woman, okay? I, me, my. Self-consciousness. My original creative, yeah, you know, like, so freaking awesome. And that moves through, you know, it gets a little humbled in Virgo. And then it gets super humbled in Scorpio. Scorpio is the end, the death of the ego. And I you know, the image that I was like giving it was like a boat builder. Think of a boat builder, maybe even Noah, okay? Noah building the ark, okay? So you get this creative impulse in Leo. Ooh, you know, I want to paint a painting, okay? I want to make jewelry. I want to build a boat or something, you know? It's like, and in Scorpio, what do you get to do? Give it away, man. You know, it's like the Lord of all creation has commissioned each one of us to build up our ego, to build up our earthly sense of self, only to give it away, only for that boat to carry what? The birth of Sagittarius, okay, is the birth of transpersonal consciousness. Transpersonal means, like, you know, there's the community, and it's only through this letting go, this sacrifice, this humbling, surrendering, to, you know, to the bigger, wider, greater forces. Okay, you know, it's like get over your selfishness. Scorpio is the opposite of Taurus. Taurus is I, me, my money, my possessions, my car, my orgasm, my house, my stuff. Okay, Scorpio is the opposite of that. This is like the bank. This is the powerful business partner. This is the powerful sexual partner or the spouse. Okay, this is the real, you know, powerful, intense. This is the cauldron. And it's like we're all getting thrown into the cauldron, okay, of alchemical transformation. And the witches, the wise women, are stirring us up for Halloween. Only guess what? It's going on for a year. Jupiter's in Scorpio for a year. We're getting stirred up, okay? And we are getting tested, and we are getting burned. We are getting transformed. We're getting cooked, okay, in that cauldron of intense, deep, alchemical relationship. Yeah? So whether it is sexual, emotional, whether it is financial, okay, whether it is intellectual, maybe it's a guru who's going to like pull you through. Maybe it's a shaman who's going to like pull you through. Okay, maybe it's your therapist who's going to like show you your shadow. Maybe it's your partner who's going to show you your shadow, but it's shadow time. Shadow time. And you don't see the shadow by looking in the mirror yourself. In the bathroom in the morning. Oh, there I am. There I am. Okay, you don't see your shadow. Somebody else, okay? That's why we are men and women. That's why we are. That's why we don't procreate, okay? You know, we're not scarabs in Egypt. You know, the only creature that reproduces itself. Guess what, right? You know? It's a trick of creation. It's a setup, man. You know, we need other people to point out our shit, our shadow, our unconscious. You don't become conscious of your unconscious, okay, just by sitting there in meditation. So sorry, man. Okay, maybe in the age of Pisces, the last couple thousand years, okay, you know, with the Christ and the Buddha and everything, but sorry, man, this is the age of Aquarius. It's community. It's groups. So we got this first quarter square moon, you know, coming in from Aquarius. If you want enlightenment, Aquarius, okay, third eye, you know it all, see it all, or whatever. Yeah, that's, you know, boom, square to Scorpio. Scorpio is going to, like, take you down and take you in to, like, really show you your stuff. So, I don't know, you know. I don't want to give away what I'm going to say tomorrow, but, you know, some of this is just like, you know, guess what? We incarnated onto this planet into these bodies, okay, you know, kind of, you know, closing off some of our multi-dimensional awareness in order to, you know, go into the cave, go into the jungle, go into the forest, go into the dark, in order to discover some treasure, and in order to do some healing, and in order to understand, okay, and really own something that we could in no other way see, do, feel, or master. So, yeah, we're in the jungle. Scorpio is the jungle, you know, it's the dragon. And it's not killing the dragon out of fear, but facing our fears and facing the dragon and taming that sucker. We want to be dragon riders, man. What does that remind me of? That what was that movie? You know, where they ride the dragons or whatever. You know, and the guys like got the big eyes and stuff. Ah, forget it. Anyway, that's enough for today. Let's look at the mantra. I mean, this is like really, I think the mantra just kind of sums it up, yeah? What is it now? Okay. Oh, yeah, well, Mercury square the nodes. Can talk about that, right? So now here comes Mercury in Scorpio. Deep
conversation, deep thinking. And squares to the nodes are like, you know, you've got to do it. It's a detour. Can't get to that north node in Leo and have fun and be creative and just like, you know, be the belle of the ball or whatever, you know, without having the deep, intentional conversation, okay? You know, like getting down deep with your partners, you know, business or gurus or teachers or spouses or whoever, okay? Could be probably your own kids. These days, you know, these little kids with the Pluto in Capricorn, straightening out their parents. Oh my God. Anyway, but, you know, it's the other, okay? You know, could be the bank, you know, it could be the lawyer or the tax man. But, you know, you're going to get, you know, your stockbroker's going to straighten you out, whatever. But the more we share, the deeper we go. And the more the truth is revealed. The more we stay without turning away, the more our wounds can be healed. I mean, you want to really look at this. Chiron is the wounded healer, this Saturn square Chiron. Okay, Sun, Jupiter in Scorpio, the shaman, the therapist, the underworld. These are psychological, emotional wounds. Scorpio has to do with letting go of the past, letting go of just about frickin' everything. It's letting go of yourself in some way, shape, and form. Your conditioning, your patterning. And it is death and wounding, and it stinks. Scorpio is excrement. Scorpio is the compost pile. Okay, Scorpio is the Cancer. Pluto rules Cancer. Okay, so the doctor focusing, okay, you know, if we're going to heal these wounds, they're ugly to look at. And they're stinky, and they're smelly, and they're, you know, it's like, you know, the worms are crawling, or the maggots, you know, it's just like, you know, it's like we got to get into the, you know, it's the what do you call that, the EMT, you know, you know, it's like the ambulance driver, you know, showing up, you know, at the freeway car crash with mutilated bodies and stuff like that. This is the gnarly shit of life and death. This is intense. And the tendency is to avoid it, deny it, run away from it, distract ourselves with happy, smiley pictures on Facebook and, you know, all this other, you know, cool, neat stuff that we're all doing. And, oh, let's all just, like, party. Okay? It's like, come on, man. This is like Jupiter is saying, get in, okay, and look at the guts. Look at the guts. Get some balls and face, okay, the smelly, stinky crap because, and this is also where that compost pile becomes new life. Okay, this is where, you know, the blood and guts, like, really is the mysteries of life and death. And this is, you know, the master goes and faces, okay, you know, he doesn't run away and hide from the dragon. No, you face it. It's evil, it's fears, it's taboo, it's skeletons, and I mean, it's like Halloween, man. It's like, the Day of the Dead. It's mummies, you know, and stinky corpses and stuff. Well, this is like, you go into this kind of stuff. Jupiter is saying there's some great truth, some great mystery to be revealed by looking at our shadow, by looking at our shit, by looking at our stuff. We will become the shaman, therapist, master, alchemist ourselves. We will transform the lead into gold. Yeah, that's what alchemy has always been about. So let's try that mantra one more time. Whoa. Shit. What do you expect, Moon in Capricorn, man? It's a heavy Pele report. The more we share, the deeper we go, and the more the truth is revealed. the more we can stay and not turn away, the more our wounds can be healed. Yeah, it's intense. Hang in there. Hold that intensity. This is what sounds like we're all getting put in the blacksmith's fire and hammered into the Excalibur sword of King Arthur. Namaste. Aloha. So much love.